Hey everyone, hope you're okay. Welcome back here to Busy Bee Budgets, where we're on a path to financial independence, and I'm using cash-based budgeting to help me get there. So those of you who perhaps haven't stopped by, welcome along. It's lovely to have you. I'm lucky enough to have a high income, but I still use cash stuffing and budgeting because I just find it a really useful way to keep on track of stuff. I started back in February, and obviously that was before gas and electric prices rose and petrol rose and food and everything. So I feel like it was a good time to kind of get involved with cash stuff budgeting. But I do recognise that I'm very fortunate to have the income that I do. So here we are for week 4 cash stuff of June. So my month starts on the 8th of every month. So I will be doing my budget for July next week and do my first cash stuff. So this is the last week of my month. And what I'd also had is I had a couple of overspends earlier on in the month. So my budget towards the back end of the month, including this week's cash stuff, is reduced just to kind of accommodate for that. And although that might sound a bit weird, it's really helped this month because I think previously when I had overspends in the old life, I would just kind of not really worry about it, and I wouldn't adjust any of my spending or behaviour the rest of the month. I would just kind of write it off. So what's been really good is that doing this process has made me think more about when I have overspends. So originally I was going to be stuffing 220 this week, but what I've done is reduce that by £30, which is the remainder of my overspend, down to £2.90. God, that would be bad. £190. So today I'm going to be stuffing 190 into my envelopes. But what I'm going to just do is go through my envelopes from last week. So actually, miraculously, I've got some left over. I think it's I've got £2 there and then some coppers. So I'm just going to put my pounds into my pound jar and then the change into my change jar. And then what I'm going to do at Christmas is change this change jar up. And what I'm going to also do is use my pound coins in one of my savings lounges. So I'll come back to that in a little bit. But what I haven't got is anything else left, I think. So nothing left in food. These are the little envelopes that I keep in my wallet. Nothing in miscellaneous, nothing in social, and nothing in spends. I do have some money left, I think, in here. So nothing left in food, nothing in fuel. I've got 30, I think, in self-care. Yep. Nothing in social, nothing in miscellaneous, nothing in spends, and nothing in giving. But what I have got is £190 here to cash stuff today. So I have to reduce by £30 from my original budget. So what I'm going to do is take £10 off self-care, £10 off social, and £10 off spends, and reduce those categories. So taking £10 off each of those will give me back to £190. So as anyone who watches this channel will know, sorry I just knocked the camera, is that I'm really bad at counting cash, which is ironic on a cash stuffing channel, but anyway. So I've got 20, 40, 60, 80 in 20s. Then I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So that's 180 in total. And I've got 2 fibres, so that gives me 190. So that's what I'm going to be stuffing today. So the first one that's going to get some money is food, and this is going to get 100. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. And I've decided from next month onwards I'm going to keep it at £100 a month, just because of the way food prices are, and also it covers not only food but it covers toiletries, including my hair dye, anything I buy for the dog, anything for the house, cleaning products, a lot. So kind of covers a few categories and food. So really for me that's just what I buy at the supermarket. Fuel is getting 20, and actually I've still got 3/4 of a tank, so I probably won't top that up for a little while. Self-care is going to get 10, because I've reduced it to allow me to get that. So I should have 40 in there. So 20, 30, 40, and I've got a massage booked tomorrow, so that will be spent then. Social is going to get 20, 10, 20. And I haven't got anything big planned this weekend. I've had a lot of weekends where I've had big things on. So that'll be good because it calms down a bit. So I'm going to cinema on Sunday, but that shouldn't cost too much, and then that will be good. That's social. Miscellaneous is going to get 10, and that's just for anything else that I kind of have missed in the week. So that, I'm going to put the food fibres in there and make that 10. Spends is going to get 20. 10, 20. And I spend, that's for me, is things like a coffee if I'm out and I want one. Throw my cash over there. Coffee when I'm out and I want one, or just anything else that's kind of incidental for me. What I have got is a clothing ban at the moment. So from when I started this journey back in February, I haven't bought any clothes, and I'm going to do that for the rest of the year. And then what I've also decided is from the 1st of July, so essentially now, I'm not going to buy any makeup unless I run out of something. So rather than just like picking up something because you fancy it, or you see a lipstick shade you like, or nail polish, or more often not happens to me, like I read an article or I see something online about it and I buy something, I'm not going to buy anything at all. So all I'm going to do is replace products that I use up. So if my foundation gets used up, or mascara or whatever, then that's what I'm going to replace. But I'm going to replace like for like as well. I'm not going to kind of buy a different type of product or whatever. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm also going to do the same for like home furnishings and stuff. And that might sound like a weird category to most people, but for me, it's like the scented candles, it's the like the throw, or the kind of the new cushions and stuff. Like, I've spent a lot of money on my house over the last year. We've had like a lot of work done, and there's always like little fiddly bits that I'm buying, but I have a lot of that stuff already. So I think again, I'm gonna kind of avoid B&M, avoid the range, avoid anything that's gonna kind of make me want to do that. So those are going to be like my spending challenges that I kind of continue for the rest of the year, on top of the clothing thing as well. I think all of it has just made me much more conscious of environment and sustainability and what I want to be spending my money on. And I've got some quite big financial goals, and maybe I'll do a separate video about that. But like, it's just all the incidental spending I'm trying to kind of rein myself in from. So sorry, that was a bit of a divergence, but I'm going to put 10 in giving. I sponsored one of my friends last week, so that's where the remainder of that has gone. And that is all of my cash. So that is 190 for the rest of this month. And then what I'm going to do over the next week is do my budget for July. July's going to be a 5-week month for me, so they're always a little bit tighter money-wise. But there we go. So I'm just going to count how many pound coins I've got. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I think what I'm going to do is save that until next week. Maybe if I get a couple of other pound coins, then I can pop them in a £10 saving challenge. I'm going to keep those for now. Change pot, as I said, I'm going to keep that until Christmas, and then change that up just for a little bit of extra spends. And then next week will be my July budget. I will do my sinking funds, and I will also do my week 1 cash stuff. So hope you have a great week. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.